Ever wonder what's really going on behind the scenes with some of your favorite foods? You might want to hold on to your snacks for this one because today we're diving into the world of food production. And trust me, it will truly shock you. In this video, we're uncovering the secrets behind 10 foods you may never want to touch again once you learn how they're made. From shocking ingredients to eyebrow-raising processing methods, some of these will definitely make you rethink your next trip to the grocery store. We're talking about things you probably eat all the time, but once you see what goes into them or how they're made, you might never look at them the same way again. So if you're curious, or maybe a little scared, to find out what's really on your plate, keep watching, because we're pulling back the curtain on the food industry, and what you discover might just surprise you. Now, without any further ado, let's get to it. Number 1. Hot dogs. Who doesn't like a quick and delicious hot dog sandwich with ketchup and mustard on top? You probably do. But after you find out how they're made, maybe you will change your mind. Hot dogs are made from a mix of pork, beef, and chicken trimmings. These are the leftover parts of animals that aren't used for other cuts of meat. The trimmings are ground up into a fine paste, which is then mixed with water, spices, and preservatives. This mixture is emulsified, meaning it's blended into a smooth paste. Then it's pumped into synthetic or natural casings and cooked. After cooking, the hot dogs are cooled and packaged. The emulsification process can be off-putting, as it involves grinding up animal parts that aren't typically considered desirable. Moreover, the high levels of sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats in hot dogs have been linked to increased risks of heart disease, cancer, and other chronic illnesses. Number 2. Jelly beans. Unfortunately, jelly beans are on this list. The process of making jelly beans starts with a sugar and corn syrup base, which is boiled until it reaches a thick consistency. Flavorings and colors are added to the mixture, and then the candy is poured into small, bean-shaped molds to set. The beans are then coated with more sugar and left to dry. This coating process, known as panning, involves repeatedly rolling the beans in sugar and syrup to create a hard shell. The shiny finish often comes from a substance called shellac, which is derived from the secretions of the female lac-bug. However, the use of shellac, derived from insects, may be unacceptable to vegetarians and vegans. Not to mention, the biggest reason to avoid jelly beans is their high sugar content and zero nutritional value. Consuming them in large quantities can contribute to obesity, tooth decay, and other health issues. Number 3. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are made from a blend of chicken meat, often including skin and other byproducts like bone and connective tissue. The chicken is mechanically separated, which means it's forced through a sieve or similar tool to remove the bones, leaving a paste-like substance. This paste is then mixed with fillers, flavorings, and preservatives. The mixture is formed into nugget shapes, coated in batter or breading, and then fried or baked. The use of byproducts and the mechanical separation process can be unsettling. One of the major health concerns with chicken nuggets is that they are high in fat, sodium, and calories, which can all have negative impacts on health. Number 4. Canned mushrooms. Canned mushrooms are processed by first washing and slicing fresh mushrooms. These slices are then blanched in hot water to kill bacteria and enzymes. After blanching, they are placed in cans with water or brine. The cans are sealed and then heated to a high temperature to ensure the mushrooms are fully sterilized. During this process, some nutrients are lost, and the texture of the mushrooms can become rubbery. Additionally, the presence of small insects or larvae in the mushrooms, which are allowed by food regulations in small amounts, may deter some people. So remember this the next time you make a choice between canned mushrooms and fresh mushrooms. Number 5. Gelatin. Gelatin is made by boiling the bones, skin, and connective tissues of animals, usually pigs and cows. The process extracts collagen, which is a protein that gives gelatin its jiggly texture. The collagen is extracted through a long process of boiling, filtering, and purifying, eventually resulting in a flavorless, colorless substance that can be used in a variety of foods like jelly, marshmallows, and gummy candies. The fact that it's derived from animal parts is often enough to put some people off. This can be unacceptable to vegetarians, vegans, or those who avoid certain animal products for religious reasons. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 6. Vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream made with artificial vanilla flavoring often contains a substance called vanillin, which is synthesized from guaiacol, a byproduct of wood pulp, or sometimes derived from the glands of beavers. In case it is derived from the glands of beavers, the artificial vanilla flavors may be off-putting for vegetarians, vegans, or those who avoid animal-derived ingredients. The ice cream is made by mixing milk, cream, sugar, and the artificial vanilla flavor, then freezing the mixture. While it's cost-effective, knowing that your ice cream may contain wood byproducts or beaver glands can be unsettling. In addition to that, artificial vanilla flavor lacks the complexity and potential health benefits of real vanilla. Number 7. Maraschino cherries. Maraschino cherries begin as regular cherries, but they undergo a heavy processing that significantly alters them. First, the cherries are soaked in a brine solution which is composed of water, salt, and sometimes calcium chloride. This is to remove their natural color. After that, they are pitted and soaked in a sugar syrup, which may be flavored and colored with artificial ingredients to give them their bright red hue. Finally, the cherries are packed into jars with more syrup and preservatives. The heavy processing and artificial ingredients can be unappealing and contribute to health problems like obesity and diabetes. Number 8. Processed cheese. Processed cheese, like American cheese, is made from a blend of natural cheese, emulsifiers, milk, whey, and other ingredients. The natural cheese is melted down and mixed with these ingredients to create a uniform, smooth texture. The emulsifiers help the cheese melt smoothly without separating. It's then poured into molds and cooled. Processed cheese contains various additives, such as emulsifiers and preservatives. For this reason, some people avoid processed foods in favor of more natural options, as they may be concerned about the long list of ingredients in processed cheese. Not only that, but processed cheese often has a lower nutritional value compared to natural cheese. It can also be high in sodium and unhealthy fats. Number 9. Surimi. Surimi is another name for imitation crab meat. Surimi is made from white fish, like pollock, that is minced into a paste. This fish paste is then washed multiple times to remove fat and undesirable flavors, leaving a bland protein base. The paste is mixed with other ingredients, including starches, egg whites, sugar, and flavorings to create a texture and taste similar to crab meat. The mixture is then shaped into sticks or other forms and sometimes colored to resemble real crab. Red flags are raised around surimi due to the fact that it is highly processed and can contain various additives. Adding to that, the washing and processing steps remove much of the natural nutritional value of the fish. But health concerns aren't the only thing that worries people when it comes to surimi. Those who are concerned about sustainable fishing practices might avoid surimi if it is made from overfished species. Number 10. Commercial bread. Commercial bread is made from a mix of flour, water, yeast, and various additives. These additives can include dough conditioners, preservatives, and sweeteners to ensure the bread stays soft and fresh for longer periods. One of the dough conditioners used is azotocarbonamide, which is also used in non-food products such as yoga mats. These additives can be concerning for those looking to avoid artificial ingredients. After that, the next step is to mix the dough and allow it to rise. The dough is then shaped into loaves and baked. On the other hand, fresh, homemade, or artisanal bread contains fewer ingredients and preservatives, which is why some people opt for it rather than commercial bread. So, these were the top 10 foods you probably will avoid after you knew how they are made. People who prioritize health ethical considerations, or natural ingredients might choose to avoid these foods in favor of more wholesome, minimally processed options. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these 10 foods did you find the most shocking? Will you be eating them again? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.